Hi everyone, I'm Kim, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Tommy's Margarita. It's a modern version of a margarita, substituting agave nectar for triple sec. When margaritas first became popular in the 80s, the orange liqueur was what distinguished the margarita for the drink. And at the time, Cointreau and Grand Marnier were battling for market dominance. The reason for this is because they didn't have 100% agave tequila available. They actually used something called mixed-2 tequila, which was a combination of agave with other grains, such as corn. So there was a restaurant in San Francisco that was very popular for its drinks and its food. It was called Tommy's Mexican Restaurant, and one of the owners had the idea that if he replaced the triple sec with agave nectar, that it would actually enhance the tequila as opposed to masking the tequila. So that's where the drink was born. And at that time, again, it was the mixed-2 tequila, and the first tequila that was actually 100% agave that came out in the United States was the Herradura, I might be saying that wrong. Anyway, that is available here at the club. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you how to make Tommy's Margarita, and then we'll give you some variations of how to do this in different ways, like a Cadillac margarita, or perhaps a skinny girl margarita, if that's something that you enjoy. So first, we're going to have a shaker cup here, and we want to juice our limes. We like fresh lime. That's a really important ingredient in this particular drink. It's taken the place of the sweet and sour that they used way back when. So about 1 ounce. I've actually prepared some of the juice in advance, so this one takes too long. There you go, that's 1 ounce. I'm going to set that aside. If you don't have a lime squeeze, you can always just cut your limes in half or quarters and squeeze, and that will do just as well. With this particular cocktail, we're going to use the Reposado tequila. It's got a nice golden glow, a little more flavor than your Blanco. And we want to put 2 ounces of tequila. So 1 ounce so far of the lime juice, 2 ounces of the tequila, and then we're going to do 1 ounce of the agave nectar. Now, if you want, you can also make this. You can make it and boil it down with water. We chose to purchase it. So add that in. And now we have our ice, which that ice is probably not the best ice because it's large chunks. And then we're going to shake the cocktail. And I like to use fresh ice in my cocktail as opposed to what the ice is in the shaker because it doesn't melt as fast. The ice that's in the shaker has already begun to dilute, so this is going to allow you to sip your margarita for longer. So you're just going to go ahead and you're going to pour the contents of the shaker into the glass, and there you have a Tommy's Margarita. Now, with Tommy's Margarita, they do not rim the glass. If you wanted to rim the glass with salt or lime, then that would be a traditional margarita, which, Chef, would you like to bring me a frosted glass, please? While we're waiting for the frosted glass, I'm going to show you how to salt that in a second. I just want to mention that we do have a variety of tequilas here at the club, and these days tequilas are pretty much 100% blue agave. So if you want to rim your glass, just take your lime, rub it along the rim. This is an up glass. I guess Chef likes the up margaritas. And then you're going to lightly dab it in the salt. We use kosher salt. Actually, kosher salt brings out the flavor of the margarita, actually enhances it. And some people like to take a pinch and put it directly into their drink. And if you want, you can squeeze your lime in. And we're going to cheat a little bit here, and we're going to transfer our drink on the rocks and make it an up margarita, which is also available. So A couple things with this particular drink. Let's say you preferred something a little bit sweeter. You could use the same method of making this drink and substitute the agave for either Grand Marnier or Cointreau. And if you were to use the Grand Marnier, that would be considered a Cadillac margarita. If you want a skinny margarita and you want to make it yourself, then you would use the same recipe. You would omit the agave and you would add soda water. And if all of that's too much and you're here at the club and you want something a little simpler, we have the Skinny Girl Margarita in the regular flavor or in peach. So it's some different options for you if you're in the mood for a margarita. And just one fun fact, and that is that margarita is Spanish for daisy. And when the cocktail was first introduced into the United States, it was called the daisy. And from here, Chef Justin's going to take it away and show you how to make chips, salsa, and guacamole. Maybe not chips, but he'll show you the guacamole.